Hey there, this is Ragnon, and this is a 23 plus, or doing on the tides, doing a healing out loud key as holy. This is my talent setup.
5,
and my gear that I'm running for this key.
2, 1.
Empowered.
So I'm going to swap this out. I think I've got a bit too much haste. Alright, this is a PUG that I've joined through the LFG tool. So no comms, no nothing like that. Just make sure that I'm recording and I didn't just stop it. Okay, so affixes this week are entangling and bolstering, so trash is really where it's going to be a little scary. Here I'm dotting things up as much as possible. As things start dying, this fixate is really going to hurt. As you can see by that druid right there, that just got one shot. Okay, and I probably could have done my Imperial Blaze stuff sooner, but a little late on all that. Throwing Guardian Spirit on the tank as he was dipping down as things are starting to get bolstered, and shouldn't need it for this next pull since it's just the Sentinels. Here I'm going to focus on doing damage on the Sentinel for some prio damage. Entangling is probably my favorite affix as a priest. It's super easy because all you have to do is push fade and you're good. Here, these crushing depths, people aren't doing the line of sight strategies and stuff like that I've seen week 1 in PUGs, and so it makes it a little more tricky because you do actually need to heal through it. But a couple Serenities and like a flash heal should be plenty. These water bolts from the oracles or whatever seem to really be chunking us down. Okay, so here I'm gonna target myself with a one Serenity, and a flash heal is enough for that. Okay, and I'm gonna try to hit the group with as many Sanctifies as I can here. We're still a little spread out, which is not ideal. We've got this Apotheosis charge. We're going to use this to try to get back stuff. Get back Serenity. I was a little late on that Serenity. I could have cast it before I did that flash heal and got another recharge off, but it's not fast enough for that. Boy, that hurts, doesn't it?
Empowered.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Symbol of Hope here just to get it on cooldown. Get some mana before we go up here. Yeah, the reason I swapped out my haste is, one, because 39% haste I feel like is a little excessive. And I do want a little bit of punch behind my casts. Like, I think my casts are fast enough with about 30 to 35-ish. Probably around 30 is where I'd like to sit. But I want a little bit of meat behind my casts, so I'm not just spamming these inefficient flash heals and stuff. Like, a huge portion of our healing and stuff is coming from holy words, and those don't necessarily need to be cast any faster. Those aren't really affected by haste. Outside of, the spells that I cast to get them back off cooldowns, so I want those to have some punch to them. So I do want not too much haste. At least that's my reasoning. And also my crafted ring has my food embellishment on it, so I won't have to stop and eat, because I don't have any feasts. I've just been using the Fated Fortune cookies. Next pull, I'm going to use my Shadow Fiend to try to get some mana back. These double Sentinels can be a little bit nasty with their healing absorb, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do my part to at least line of sight. I don't know if the rest of the group's going to do it, but if it goes on me, then I know I can control that.
Targeted.
Okay, so it is on me.
Targeted.
I was able to dodge one of those at least. Looks like I get hit by both. Oh no, there's the other one. Maybe I was too slow. I don't have Fade because I used it for the Crushing Depths. Okay, next Crushing Depths on Turbo Riz. Nice name. And this is the line of sight pull. Just go ahead and catch a quick little drink while we're waiting for them to come in.
Empower.
Spread.
It's not a super huge rush to get this dispelled on, especially if it's unranged. Doesn't really do too much. And if it's on range, then they're not going to be cleaving the melee, hopefully. So you can finish your cast.
Spread. Spread.
Go ahead and mass it here. Get rid of that. Not going to need it for a little bit. Don't think. So something that is always an improvement point is Palm. Getting Palm off cooldown, no matter what's going on, whether you're in combat, out of combat, like always keeping Palm rolling. So just watching it, and the minute it's off cooldown, you throw it out there. It doesn't really matter who it's on. My priority list is usually throw it on somebody who's taking damage, because it does have an initial heal that they take, and then after that throw it on the tank, because that's more likely to get a bounce with them taking damage, which already gets you progress towards your answered prayers. And then final priority is just throw it on somebody who's it's not going to overcap on. Just get it out there. You can optionally throw it on somebody who, for example, I might throw it on myself here. I think it's going to be too late to do that, though. Yeah, too late. But you can throw it on somebody that's not, that has a stack about to expire, because the bigger the stack is, the more healing that it does per each bounce. So, for example, a 14 stack bouncing to somebody else is going to heal way more than a, 2 stack. So preserving those high stacks can be pretty nice. But I think more stacks is more valuable than higher stacks. There's no need to really overthink it, though. Just most of the value just comes from throwing it out on cooldown. Doesn't matter who it's on. Just get it out there. Alright, so he's going to pull it with this side. This side has the double Oracle casters, which these water bolts can really hurt. I'm going to have to be watching for this. I'm going to use my fears and stuff like that. I've not used Seedling yet. This might be a good opportunity for it. Ooh, we got killed by that fixate, man.
Fixate.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and Apotheosis and hit this Seedling. Probably should be running from those fixates, but I wouldn't pull this pack with those casters in general. That's not a great pull. Those water bolts hurt way too hard, and the dogs hurt way too hard. I don't know, maybe that is the meta to pull that, but I don't like it. Please stop knocking them. I guess the druids are typhooning them and creating some problems.
Empowered.
Bait's gone.
Spread.
So my team's arguing right now on the value of knocking to interrupt the casts versus just letting them go off. The tank wants them to just go off because they won't kill you if they're not bolstered, and I don't necessarily agree with that because 2 overlapping casts, regardless of bolster or not, will kill you. So our kicks just aren't great with having a Boomy, you know, and a priest. But that's just going to be one of the harder pulls for our comp. Should be good now. Here in this pull, I'm looking for the Crushing Depths. Go out on somebody. Also, these casts can hurt, so there's going to be just a lot of burst damage that's popping out. Nice. Not a whole lot of casts went out, I don't think. So that felt pretty good to heal.
Targeted.
Okay, this is gonna suck. I'm just gonna health pot that. That bolstered Crushing Depths. Ooh, Nelly. That's definitely a Potion of Withering Dreams angle. I love these new health pots, by the way. These toxic potions of Withering Dreams or whatever. Very nice. It's like a lay on hands and then it damages you over time, but I think it's reduced by having toxic decayology or whatever it's called. So very nice. So it's just a huge burst of health that has helped me survive a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have in both Raid and Mythic Plus. I love it a lot. Okay. Man, I should be good on mana. This boss is not super hard. Go ahead and Symbol of Hope. It's kind of worthless at high mana because it only restores a portion of your missing mana, which is not super useful. For that ability that she does right there, the Focus Tempest, something that I've noticed is it only hits each person one time. So like, for example, Turbo Riz is not going to take any more damage. So it doesn't overlap, you know, each person's going to take one big chunk of health and then that's it. And so you don't necessarily need to worry about somebody getting double tapped, at least not in my experience. It's just about recovering them before the next ability. You can purge these witches as a priest. They have like an Icy Veins looking debuff. I actually don't know what it is because my my UI does not allow me to see tooltips in battle, so I preserve my screen space. Here, I'm just going to work on getting my stuff off cooldown. Cool. It's really just about watching if somebody's low going into that. These water bolts do hurt, though, especially on Tyrannical. That's the main thing. It's just making sure that you can top somebody off after a water bolt leading into that Focus Tempest, because if they're somewhat low for that, that can be quite scary. Fade is great for this part. Just kind of go around and dot everything up. The little Murlocs are probably not worth dotting up.
Empowered.
Just gotta watch the tank. Oh, watch these frontals.
AoE.
Okay, just put it on my desk, please. Thank you.
AoE.
Cool. Let's preserve this high stack. And then I shouldn't have used Goblin Jump there. I need it more for the boss. I guess it's not storming. There were some nice moments when it was storming where I get knocked up and I would have landed in a puddle, but you just goblin jump out. Okay, this boss is about watching for the knockbacks, because those hurt a lot, and then the follow-up adds tick a lot of AoE damage. So this part right here where we stack and move is not a super big deal. I'm going to try to get some stuff off cooldown. Oop, a little slow here. Okay, here's the knockback. I want to put my back against the wall so that I can get knocked and land quickly, and ideally not towards the poo. And here's where you need to heal your heart out. This is a nice moment for a seedling. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Guardian Spirit the seedling for some extra value, because I don't think I'll need it myself. Make sure the seedling's full health. We're good. Moving out of the poo. Here comes the knockback soon. We'll put our back to the wall here. This little cubby.
Knock.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use my execute staff while I can. Sanctify while the group is fairly stacked up. And go back to doing damage. The group should be stable for long enough for me to get off all of my Holy Novas here. Or Holy Fires, excuse me. Okay, and we're back to stable.
Empowered.
Knock.
Here's the knock. I'm going to use this little cubby right here, because I don't want to slide along that wall. Just using Serenities to top off the group here. I had a couple tier procs banked up. So mechanics like that, you know, once you pop a Serenity into somebody, they're probably going to be fine on health until the ticking damage is done, unless they get hit by something they're not supposed to. So healing is not necessarily about keeping everybody 100% health at all times. It's about using their health as a resource and you providing the healing that's needed in order to make it so that their health is substantial enough to survive whatever the next mechanic is. So for example, let's say that ticking damage over its duration deals 100% of their health. And everybody's starting at 100% health, just for easy math. If you heal everybody for 1% of their health, then they will survive the mechanic, assuming they don't get hit by anything else. Now that's a really extreme example, but that's kind of the way that you think, I would recommend that you think about it, is helping them to have enough health to be safe for the next mechanic. So here, there is some burst damage that can randomly come out. It's not super predictable, so I want to keep the group as healthy as possible so that if they get hit by something, they're safe. Okay, and since it is fortified, I think Seedling would best be used before the boss. I'm not too worried about the boss. So probably this next pull with these minions. These minions do consistent AoE damage, so I'm just going to get my damage out now on this Watcher with Imperial Blaze.
Pull.
We're going to Guardian Spirit the tank.
Empowered.
Go ahead and give the Boomy. Yep, and here comes the AoE damage. Thank you, Seedling. And I don't believe in, unless you have Guardian Spirit on the Seedling, I don't believe in using anything beyond your Serenity charges and maybe instant flash heal procs. Because just sitting there pumping flash heals into the Seedling with no buffs or anything, it just converting a 1-to-1 healing, it's super inefficient. So I think there's better things that you can do for your time. Now, it's different if you've put Guardian Spirit on that, because if you put Guardian Spirit on the Seedling, then it makes it so that each of your flash heals is dealing 60% more healing. So that's not just a single target conversion, it's also amplifying the healing by a good bit. So that's a little different. Oh dear. That one must have been... I didn't see that. So either I'm blind or something, because I did not see that at all.
Dodge.
Mom's at the store. She'll be back soon. Yeah, I put Guardian Spirit on the tank for as late as I could. And that should hopefully keep him going until I can get back here.
Pull.
I'd like to think I'm not stupid enough to have not seen that. I don't. Elise is taking a nap.
Dodge.
But I definitely did not see that at all. This is a health pot angle because I'm a little bit behind here.
Dodge. Pull.
Oh, gosh, man.
Pull.
Probably could have saved that shaman if I was paying a bit more attention. I should be watching for when that cast is about to go out and be ready and not be, you know, global locked doing something else.
Empowered.
Go ahead and pop PI on him. It should carry over to the next pack. Unless he's going to go the opposite direction. Nope, we're good. So I lost about 3 seconds of PI duration value there, but okay, this pack is another one of those ones that deals big AoE damage, so I'm going to dot with my Imperial Blaze. We'll go ahead and Fear. And we have avoided most of the damage, so that's good. I don't have to use my Seedling here. So here, the way I manage these Dispels is the first Dispel,
Totem.
these first few I Dispel as quickly as possible. Sometimes I'll preface it with a Serenity. But there is a moment later where they start to overlap pretty bad. Like right, I think it's right here. There's going to be another one that comes out that I don't have it on cooldown. Yeah, this one I'm just going to heal through. And the next one I will Dispel. Right here.
Totem.
Okay, and the tank is vulnerable during these. I'm going to mass this. The tank is the vulnerable one during those totems, so you need to watch him.
Dance.
Want to make sure that people are fairly topped off so that this next one that comes out doesn't chunk them. It's like half their health, even on this fortified week, so... Okay, and I don't have anything for him, so I'm gonna Apotheosis and just heal him through it. Next one I'll Dispel. There it is. Just heal through this one.
Empowered.
Dispel that one. PI. Careful on this Boomy, he's just gonna get hit. Heal through mine. Okay, and the tank is going to be vulnerable here. Dispel that one. Yeah, palm off of the tank. Okay, nice. And we don't want to be greedy on waiting for this line of sight, because I've done that before. And here we're just taking AoE damage, so I'm going to use these opportunities. The group is staying pretty well stacked, but these line of sight opportunities, depending on how the group is moving, is a pretty nice moment to catch up the group on health with Sanctifies, because they're all stacked up. I'm going to go ahead and use a mana pot here. I don't think I'm going to need a combat pot for a while.
I shall take my leave once my strength has returned.
Oh, this next gauntlet. I probably should have saved it, honestly. I should have saved my mana pot for the halfway through this gauntlet. I do have Symbol of Hope, though, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run myself dry on mana. And then, Symbol of Hope. Alright, this pack right here, I'm going to let them go for just a little bit while I catch a quick drink. Because nobody's taking damage, and then the minute they do, it's huge overlap damage, so these hunters can really get you killed. So I'm going to use my Fear there. And here, I just want to keep people as healthy as possible. Yep, see, look at that, 100 zeroed. I'm going to release quickly. Chastise. There we go, nice. Okay, and here we go. So it's up to the group to not kill these corruptions during...
1. AoE.
during this effect right here by the sentry. I'm going to use Seedling for this one, get it off cooldown.
Three, two, one.
And I should be able to hem this one. Watching Jan Hoof, because I'm not sure if the hem is going to be enough to save him. Casual 274k healing. And Serenities are very nice for healing up this burst damage. Okay, that's Apotheosis. Start a quick drink while he's pulling this next set of corruptions. We should kill this corruption and then go into the next pack. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go. Oh, he's pulling the sentry back. I could have kept drinking.
3, 2, 1. AoE.
Alright. It's gonna be a little scary. We need to stack for this. Here, kill the corruptions quickly, and we need to burst this guy down before he does his next cast.
3.
Execute staff. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We might be dead here. Oof. Yeah, he needed to die with how we were killing those corruptions. Boomy's mad at the Feral Druid for AoEing there. Understandably, because we should not be AoEing leading up into that. Seedling's probably better used for this next pull with predictable AoE damage. My gosh, these one-shots on these packs are just crazy. And I'm the only disease Dispel, so it's making it a little hard. There we go. Okay, and we can just res here and avoid the corruptions. And he's resing, so I'm going to drink. Alright. Here we go. Jan Hoof, I'm going to top him off here real quick with the Serenity. Try to get my damage out
3, 2,
quickly.
2, 1. AoE.
Alright, Seedling time.
AoE.
Okay, we got an Apotheosis proc, so that's going to tide me over until the next one here. I'm not going to have Seedling, but I do have a natural Apotheosis that I can cast.
2, 1.
I want to kill these evenly so that we don't bolster. I'm going to go ahead and Apotheosis here. We should be able to kill this before the next cast. Cool. And I'm going to renew spam here to try to get at least one more Sanctify ready. Just tagging on to the tail end of that Apotheosis. Dispel myself here, catch a quick drink while the RP's going. And then we need to pull. Okay. Go, go, go. Let's go.
As I purify
Empower.
as the servants of them,
Empower.
Drop.
surely disturb. Beware.
Watch to see if I get the water. I don't. Means life is good. Okay, and they're stacked up over there, so we're gonna use Sanctify over there.
Drop. Clear.
The waters are cleansed. Drink in their power.
Ads.
Oh boy, I just need a couple more seconds. We're gonna use Seedling to tide me over until I get that Apotheosis proc.
Drop.
My waters are cleansed. Drink in their power.
AoE. Ads.
Their filthiness stains me.
Hold on, Nyla, 1 second. I can't hear you right now, so hold on 1 second. I love when I don't get this. So let's me recover the group.
Ads. AoE.
And that's GG.
Power of pure water.
You got a tiny little entangling circle. Alright, cool. Good stuff there. Come on, Sea Star, I'm still farming it. I got 3 pieces of loot though, that's pretty nice, but none of them are usable by me. Alrighty, let's look at damage and stuff real quick. So damage, lots of Holy Fire damage, Burning Vehemence, nice. Probably could have been a lot better at my Holy Nova usage, but overall not bad. And top heals, yep, Serenity and Palm, that's what we want for keys. That's what I want, personally. So, good stuff. Alright, because that means we're using efficient heals. Flash heals on the top, that's very inefficient, and that means something's going wrong, so I'm happy with that. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.